career progress challenge guide video for for the tier 4 Diamond Casino heist. Okay, so I just made a video the Capricorn heist. I made a career progress challenge guide for the tier 4s, or for tier 4 for that heist. Now we're gonna be making a video on the Diamond Casino heist for tier 4. Okay, let's get started, guys. All right, so you have 4 tiers, of course. Everyone knows that. Okay, tier 1, you have 3 tasks. Meet Lester Crest at Mirror Park. Set up an arcade. Scope the contents of the casino vault. So we'll go through each tier, and we're gonna read off, and I'm gonna kind of give a tips or like kind of suggestions on how to complete some of these tasks quicker and faster to kind of complete some of these tiers and tasks and stuff in the career progress. And then the final thing we'll go over is all the awards you get. Okay. All right, let's get started. All right, so for tier 1, to complete or to check off the first task, you just basically got to go meet Lester Crest at Mirror Park. That's all you got to do. Just go meet Lester Crest at Mirror Park. Go meet Lester there. Go talk to him. That's all you got to do. That's the least simple. Second task, to check off this task, you need to set up an arcade. Just all you got to do is just set up an arcade. So right after you meet Lester Crest at Mirror Park, then you just need to set up an arcade. So when you buy your arcade, that's how you're setting it up basically, and you'll check off that task. The third task is scope the contents of the casino vault. Okay, so when you first do your scope out mission for the very first time, and you scope out your casino vault contents, you're gonna get cash for the very first time doing the heist for your very first time, and you'll have that task checked off. For tier 2, you have 3 tasks. You got to complete the Diamond Casino heist, complete 25 prep missions, and play an arcade game. Simple. So basically, to check off the first task, you just need to basically complete the heist. Just do it for the first time, complete it for the first time, boom, you check that off. For the second tier, you need to complete 25 prep missions, guys. 25 prep missions. It's not that hard. Pretty simple. It really is. So just complete 25 prep missions, and boom, you'll check off the second task. And the third and final task, from you scoping out your setting up your arcade and stuff, you do get free arcade games at your arcade. I think it's Street Crimes or whatever. Those you do get for free by setting up your arcade. So just play one of those arcade games, and boom, you'll check off the third task for tier 2. For tier 3, I'm gonna give you guys some tips or like suggestions on the third task when we get there for tier 3. But anyway, for the first task, you need to complete the Diamond Casino heist using using all approaches. So basically using using the big con approach, the aggressive approach, and the silent and sneaky approach, and you will check off the first task for tier 3. And then you need to unlock all crew members. So I'm going to kind of do some explaining for this task. So what they mean by unlocking all crew members. So there are certain crew members you have to actually that you have to actually find. I think there's 2 crew members. I think there's 1 crew member you actually have to find around the map. He's he's part of a random event. I think it's Packy Mercury from GTA 4. You will have to find a police van cruising around. I don't know exactly where it spawns at on the map, but once you locate and trigger that event, and you see that police van, then you have to, of course, deal with the cops and handle with them, and then once you handle the cops and you lose the cops, take Packy to his safe house, and you have unlocked him as a crew member. And I think there's a few other crew members, like, I know there's, like, with Paige and stuff, if you don't own the Terabyte, you have to unlock her through, by purchasing a nightclub, then purchasing a Terabyte to unlock her as a hacker, as a crew member. And then I think there's a few gunmen you have to own certain properties to unlock, I think, like Charlie, you gotta own the mod shop, or the hangar, I think, to unlock him. I think Chester McCurry, he can be a getaway driver or a gunman. To unlock him, you have to basically own, like, the arena workshop, like, or I think the bunker, one of them. and you unlock him, I think. And then I think there's Johan. You have to own the nightclub to unlock him, or he will not be a crew member you can use in the heist. I mean, he's not really worth using as a hacker, but I mean, if you want to use him, you can. He has a low, like he gives you less time in the vault. Just saying. Um, and then Ivy is another character or crew member character you have to unlock. Like he's kind of hard to unlock. Well, not really hard. You basically have to go by completing a collectible like the signal jammers to unlock him, and then boom, you'll have him unlocked for the heist. He actually has the highest percentage, or yeah, percentage, yeah. And he actually gives you way more time. So yeah. But yeah, that's how you unlock all the crew members, or a good portion of them. And there's like certain properties you have to own, or like, you know, a page you have to own the terabyte. And then with two of the crew members, like I said, with Packy, he's part of a random event, and you have to trigger that random event and then spawn in the police van with that random event, and then bring him back to a safe house. And then with Ivy Schwartzman, you have to complete that signal jammer collectible to unlock him as well. So yeah. And then for the final tier, task, I mean, for tier 3 is you need to complete the Diamond Casino heist in under 10 minutes on hard difficulty. Now, I kind of want to talk about this one for a little bit. For this task, for you to actually complete it, I would definitely have a friend to help you with this. I wouldn't do it with a random player. I mean, you can, but they're going to expect you to go with the high buyer. And the reason I'm saying I would just do it with a friend that you kind of can trust and actually will help you through it and stuff, and kind of speed up the process a little bit faster, and actually and don't really care about money or anything. So what you need to do is to complete this task. I actually watched a few guides and other videos on YouTube how to complete this task, to complete tier 3. I mean, to complete this task, so I can unlock the blue emotive Lady Liberty mask. To complete this task is you need to select the low buyer, not the higher buyer, the low buyer. Okay, pick the low buyer. That gives you, so that way you can actually get to the buyer quicker before it hits 10 minutes. And the approach you need to go with is the aggressive approach. Now, some people, a good portion of players don't like the aggressive approach. They prefer the big con or silent sneaky. I actually prefer all three approaches. I love the aggressive approach, I love the big con, and I love silent sneaky, okay? Don't get me wrong, they're really good approaches, especially aggressive. I mean, it can be tedious at certain times, at certain moments when you're doing that approach, but anyway, go with that approach, select the low buyer. That way, you just go to the city to the buyer, because they're very close from the casino, they're not far from you, and get there before the timer, or before it hits, or before the timer hits 10 minutes. So say you can get there before like around 7 minutes or even 8 minutes before it even hits 9 minutes. Now you can't really tell how much time you have. Like you have to be very quick. So just pick the low buyer in the city. It's not far from the casino, and that way you can get there before 10 minutes, and boom, you will have this task checked off, and that will be the fastest and easiest route to kind of do, like, the easiest way to complete this task. So pick the low buyer, make sure you have a friend, like a friend of yours. Don't get a random. Make sure you have a friend that you can trust to help you with this heist. Go with a low buyer and pick aggressive as your approach, and boom, you will have this checked off in no time. Tier 4. Now tier 4 is challenging, guys. Challenging. I know it's a pain in the butt. There's only 4 tasks, of course, guys. But, so, you have to unlock 15 Platinum Awards. For the Diamond Casino Heist. So, you basically need to unlock those 15 Platinum Awards. And then you need to steal all variations of loot from the vault on hard difficulty without being spotted. And what they mean by steal all variations of loot, they're talking about like cash, gold, paintings, and diamonds. Now, just like with the Cape Regal heist video I just made, we had to steal certain targets, like certain amount of targets, to complete as a task. With that one, you had 6 primary targets, I think. Yeah. And well, one of those primary targets I said was not in the game because Rockstar only brings the Panther statue back at certain times or during certain special events or whatever, or even like during the holiday and stuff. Just like with the casino heist, there's diamonds. That is one of the loots or variations of loot you need to steal. Okay, well the diamonds are not in the game. Okay, and you have to wait until they bring that back, unless you have a friend that somehow just when diamonds were in the game they actually got diamonds as their target, but they never set up their heist and never did it, then boom, you're lucky if your friend actually has diamonds, and you're very lucky. But if you don't have a friend that doesn't have the diamonds when they were in the game, then you have to wait until the diamonds do come back for you to complete this task. So yeah, right now you can get cash and gold and artwork, but diamonds you can't. And you have to play the heist on hard difficulty to be able to without being spotted. So you got to play the heist on hard difficulty. You got to of course get all 4 of the variants. Like I said, one of the 4 loot variants is not in the game yet right now because well they're special. They're a special target basically. It's special loot. Anyway, once diamonds do come back, you will be able to check that off. Like I said, just go ahead and get the cash. I already got the cash, of course, as my first loot, but then I'm gonna try to get gold and artwork as well. But you gotta play the heist on hard. You gotta have the heist on hard difficulty. Play it on hard difficulty. I mean, without being spotted as well. So you can't get caught by the guards, and you gotta play. And the heist has to be on hard difficulty. And you gotta get, as I said, 3 out of the 4 variants of loot. One of those, like I said, one of the variants of loot is not in the game because their Rockstar will have to bring them back in the game. That's the diamonds I'm talking about. But you can still do this. You still can. You can't check this off because diamonds aren't in the game. But you still can get the first 3 targets out of the way. Cash, gold, and artwork, guys. And then for the third task, you need to steal 50 million from the vault. I've stole 2.5 million from the vault. You just need to steal 50 million. Oh, it may be 5 million. Is that 5 million? It may be 5 million. I'm not exactly sure. It looks like it says 50 million to me. Yeah, I think it's 50 million. Yeah. But anyway, guys, you need to steal 50 million. I guess the fastest way to do this is, this heist does require another player, so you can't do it by yourself like you can with the Cape Rico heist. But yeah, if you want to get like 4 players in every casino heist you do and still more and try to reach that 50 million mark or goal, to check off this task, you can. And then for the final task, you need to steal 100,000 from the daily vault. That's easy. That's not hard. Very simple, guys. Now we're gonna go over the awards, guys. So for the awards, for tier 1, after you complete tier 1 and all the tasks from tier 1, you will be awarded the Street Crimes tank top. Yes. If you are looking forward to unlocking a tank top, then yes, you will get a tank top as your award. For tier 2, after completing tier 2 and all 3 of the tasks for tier 2, you will unlock the Buckstars hoodie. The Buckstars hoodie. Pretty cool hoodie, actually. I'm not gonna lie. For tier 3, this one's actually a good one. I think a lot of players are actually gonna like this. It's a mask you actually unlock. So after completing all 3 tasks for tier 3, you will be awarded with the Blue Immersive Lady Liberty mask, guys. Now, that mask looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It really does. It does look dope, actually. I'm not gonna lie. It really does. Alright, and then for your final tier award, or final award for tier 4, is a vehicle, guys. Now, from my last video I made, I kind of said that you get a crappy, slow vehicle, the Vapid Winky, as an award for completing all 4 tiers, and for that heist in the career progress. Well, with the Diamond Casino heist in the career progress, after completing all 4 tiers, you get awarded with the Grotti Furia, a sports car, a Ferrari in real life, but yes, you get awarded with the Grotti Furia. So hey, it's a sports car. It's better than that Vapid Winky. Hey, not gonna lie. And this car is pretty fast too. It's got some really good customization as well. But yeah, guys, that's all the awards for the Diamond Casino Heist. We went over all the tasks. I kind of, gave my opinion on like certain tasks, or I kind of like talked about with certain tasks and how to complete them faster and easier and stuff, and to make it easy on you, you know what I mean? You, the player, And we went over all the awards that you get. I mean, you get some decent awards. I mean, I like the 2 final awards for tier 3 and 4. I like the mask and the car you get. I kind of like those awards. The first 2 awards, I mean, yeah, you get a tank top and a hoodie. I mean, yeah, we always get hoodies and tank tops and shirts and in this game, like, non-stop. It's not really Rockstar cares about giving us, it seems like. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Do not forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you always get notified when I upload a brand new video. And feel free to leave a comment down below in this video, I mean. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful, amazing day, or night, wherever you live in the world. And I'll talk to you later. Guys, Gaming Boss, out.